fam, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. Today I have a new drugstore makeup tutorial for you. It's also Throwback Thursday, so give it up for Throwback Thursday. Ooh, ooh, Bet y'all didn't know I have moves like that. Mama can shake it and break it. That's what I do. I shake it and then I break it. I don't break it down. I break whatever's near me from my moves. But anyway, welcome back to another Throwback Thursday tutorial. If you're unfamiliar with this series, every Thursday I do a throwback makeup look using throwback products, older palettes that nobody uses anymore. This is all stuff that you probably have something of it in your collections at home, so I think it's always really fun and exciting to see what new looks we can create with old makeup, you know? I know a lot of you guys really like this series too, so I just want to thank you guys all for continuously coming back here on Thursdays to see this type of tutorial because it's super fun for me to dig out my old stuff and play with it again. I actually polled you guys on Twitter this morning and asked if you'd prefer a more high-end look or a drugstore look, and drugstore totally killed it. You guys were in the mood for some drugstore, and I was so thankful because I was in the mood to play with drugstore products. As you can see, this is the look that I created today, and I'm pretty much obsessed with it. This might be my most favorite makeup I've done in a long time, which is so funny because it's using all drugstore products. Like, what? If you want to see how I got this look, just keep watching. Also, don't forget to give your girl a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't. It helps my channel out so much, and I really appreciate you guys doing that for me. So thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. Enough rambling, let's get on with it. So to start this look off, I want to prep my skin. I'm going to take my e.l.f. Beauty Shield Vitamin C Pollution Protecting Serum, which you guys know I'm such a fan of. If you cannot afford the more expensive oils like the First Solly or whatever, the Smashbox, I think this one is fantastic. Plus I love that it has vitamin C in it. As I'm sure you can all tell, I'm breaking out like crazy. And it's so funny because I just filmed a video and I didn't upload it yet. And I was just like, oh my gosh, you guys, I have no idea why I'm breaking out. I'm so sorry. Like, this is disgusting. And then, don't you know, a day later, I get my little monthly time. So I don't know why each month that I'm breaking out, I don't tell myself, oh, okay, you're like PMSing, Shay. Like, it's fine. It's just what happens every single month. But every month when it happens, I'm like, what's going on? I'm also feeling a little dry because of all the acne treatments I've been doing this week. This is the e.l.f. Illuminating Moisturizer. It has an SPF 15 in it. So I just want to throw this on my skin so my skin can get some moisture while we're working on the eyes. Huge thank you to everyone this morning on Twitter who helped me decide whether to do a high-end Throwback Thursday today or a drugstore Throwback Thursday. I did a poll. Make sure you're following me on Twitter if you're not so you can participate in my next poll and also just hang out with me, yada yada. I'm going to take this Maybelline Master Prime Primer, pop this on the lid to prep for our shadows. I was just in such a mood for drugstore. I just was like, gosh, I just want to play with some drugstore products. It's been a while since I did a drugstore tutorial, and I think you guys are going to be really happy because I made sure to find all drugstore brushes for this video, so I'm going to be using all drugstore everything. From here, I want to jump into an oldie but a goodie. This is the matte Sonia Kashuk eyeshadow palette. I think this was the original version. They may have come out with another one since. And I'm going to start in this creamy shade to lock down our primer. I have a little Eco Tools shadow brush, so I'm just going to pack that on lightly. I also want to go into this more kind of tan orangey shade in this palette with a blending brush. And I want to start working this into the crease as our transition shade. Oh, I miss this Sonia Kashuk palette. I have not used this in so long. This is truly a throwback, isn't it? I think this is going to be a really good transitional look for into fall because I want to do kind of more of a fall smoky eye, but I also want to pair it with a bright lip, so I think it's going to be perfect for this time of year. I'm going to jump into this more medium toned brown here with a shadow brush, and I want to start building this on the outer half of my lid, but across my lash line as well, working up into my crease. I had the weirdest dream last night. And you guys, I don't know if anybody else is like this, but I hate dreaming. Literally, I hate dreaming. I wish I did not have any dreams. And that all started because I used to get night terrors when I was younger a lot. I used to get horrifying dreams all the time. I didn't even really tell my parents about it, but just I remember waking up every night just freaking horrified about the stuff I was dreaming about. I probably should have said something so that I could like get on medication or something, I don't know. But to this day, it's made it so that I hate having dreams because they're always so freaky to me. I just hate dreaming. I never wake up and I'm like, oh, that was such a nice dream. I'm like, no, that was freaking horrendous. That was horrifying. I know your dreams have a lot to do with like your life stresses, and it can be things you're like working through in your subconscious. So I don't know. My dream last night was I kept getting bit by these little spiders and the bites kept swelling huge, and it was just horrifying. So I don't know what the hell I'm working through with spiders, but It was just an awful dream about spiders. And I'm not even afraid of spiders. Like, Alok has such a spider phobia, but it's real, you guys. Like, it is serious. I'm not just abusing the word phobia. Like, if he sees a spider in the house, he has to leave the house for a while. And this poor kid, he had this situation at work once where there was a spider. I'm actually going to switch to a blending brush with that same shade and kind of focus this in my crease, building into that transition shade. But there was a spider at his work and he killed it, and you guys, all these little baby spiders came crawling out of, I guess it was a mother spider, and he just still is scarred to this day from that experience. I feel so bad for him. He thinks about it all the time. It really scares him still. I'm going to spritz my shadow brush with a little spray here. And I'm actually switching up palettes. I want to go into the CoverGirl Golden palette. Oop! I lost a little sponge there. And I want to take it into this beautiful bronzy shade. And I want to focus that right in this front part of the lid. With a damp brush again, I want to go into this lighter shimmery shade. And I'm going to pop that right on the inner half. Ooh, that is shiny. Oh, that's gorgeous. Wow. Just blending that and marrying it into our other lid shades. I'm just kind of carrying it over. From here, I'm going to take this e.l.f. Cosmetics. It's a liner and a shadow, or like a cream shadow on one end and an eyeliner on the other end. So I'm taking the black liner side. I hope it's black. And I want to draw a line on my top lash line. I wanted this to be more smoky and not so strategic. So I'm going to draw this line and then blend it out. So I'm taking this e.l.f. Cosmetics angled brush. I'm going to start smudging that into my lashes. And then on top of that, with a pencil brush, I'm going to jump into this espresso here in the CoverGirl palette. I want to start blending that on top of that liner so it has a nice kind of smoke out fade. It just looks a little more effortless than a more strategic wing, you know what I'm saying? So I'm just gonna blend that out. I also want to jump into this shade in the CoverGirl palette for our highlight. I think it'd be nice to have more of these kind of almost yellowish tones tying in, so I'm gonna pack that right on there. I hate my brows today. I'm having a bad eyebrow day. To be honest, I just feel like so, really just like awful because of my little awesome female time. No, I don't ever want to hate on getting my month. God, why am I talking about this so much? I don't want to hate on my cycle so much because there was a point in my life where I wasn't getting it at all. And that was really scary. I wasn't pregnant or anything, but I just was not having my time. And it was really scary. This was a few years ago. And, but I finally got it back, so that's good. Next, I'm going to throw on some mascara. This is the Maybelline Colossal Big Shot. I so want the new Maybelline and Makeup by Shayla collection. It looks beautiful. Even the swatches look so good. I really want to try and find that this weekend. Is it in stores or is it just online? If you guys know, please let me know in the comments. Because if it's in stores, I'm going to be on a hunt this weekend. Next, I want to prime my face. I'm going to take the Maybelline Baby Skin Instant Pore Eraser, which is just a really great silica primer. I'm sure you guys all remember this one, but if you haven't tried it, I do really like it. It feels just like the Smashbox primers in my opinion. For foundation, I'm going to take the classic Revlon Color Stay. This is for normal to dry skin. And I'm going to apply it with this crazy looking brush. This is from e.l.f. Cosmetics. And I don't know if you guys have seen this yet, but it has like a weird swirly top. It's like really strange. I was like, let me give it a go though. Let's try this sucker out. So I'm gonna buff my foundation on with this. I love the way Revlon Color Stay smells. I think I've said this a million times. It just has that classic like makeup smell to me that I love. I do think I like this brush. It is applying nicely. I think I've had to, I usually like kind of like a bigger brush. I think I've kind of had to work a little bit more with this one, but it is blending it in quickly, which is nice. Next for concealer, I'm going to take the Maybelline Master Camo Concealer Palette, and I'm going to pop into this shade here. It's more of like a peachy corrector shade. And I'm going to obviously, well, I like to use this on the side of my nose to kind of perfect my nose contour, but then of course drag it underneath our eyes for our concealer. We can also use that to sharpen up our wing out here, give that a nice crisp line. I'm then going to take my Tweezerman blending sponge and I'm going to pack that in, blend it all in. I don't think I'm the biggest fan of this sponge. It's a little, just one of those ones that is like super thick. It's not super soft. I like them softer so they can really I can really manipulate them and manage it. It's a little too thick for my liking. Next, I'm going to take my Airspun setting powder to bake in our under eye. And I'm going to take it with this little Tweezerman brush here as well. I hope you guys, oh, what are you doing? I hope you guys consider these Tweezerman brushes drugstore. I just figured so because you can buy them at the drugstore. And also at Ulta, I know you can use a coupon on them, I'm pretty sure. So I was like, yeah, this should count. Oh, there's that iconic Airspun smell. Oh, it's so old and ladylike. Why do I like it? And I'm going to take whatever's left down my nose. And then as you guys know, I like to do some in the center of my forehead as well. Next, I'm going to take my L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte Powder. This is in the shade Nude Beige. I'm going to take that with this big fluffy Eco Tools brush and I'm going to use it to set in the rest of my foundation. I'm going to jump into this e.l.f. powder. This is in St. Lucia, I believe it is. It has an orangey blush and a nice bronzer in there. So I'm going to take the bronzer side with this stippling brush from Eco Tools. And I'm just going to run that through the hollow of my cheek as well. Also going to add some of that to my forehead because it changes my life, I swear. I feel like my makeup's going on horrendously today because of my awful breakouts. I need to give my skin like a 2 to 3 day break of no makeup. But luckily I filmed a lot of videos this week, so I do have a video going up pretty much every single day. Next, I want to sweep away any of that translucent powder that's still baking. So I'm just taking it with, again, a little Tweezerman brush. I'm still not happy with my contour. I'm going to jump into the e.l.f. Cosmetics Contour Palette. I'll go into the deeper shade on this end with this fluffy fan brush from Eco Tools. And I'm just going to pop a little bit of that in there. I'm so excited for this eyeliner. I've been wanting to use it for the longest time and I just haven't yet. This is the NYX Cosmetics Honeydew Liner and it's from their Faux Whites collection, which I really like. I think that was a really cool idea. So I'm going to line this on my waterline because I need a little brightening. I just look disheveled today, I do. And under the lash line, I just want to add some soft brown and just blend that in here so we have a little bit of cohesion from top to bottom. So I was just sent this new Urban Decay mascara that I'm going to try out in a video next. I think I'm going to film a review of it next, but it says that it's sex proof on there. I was like, what is this? What do you mean sex proof? I'm just like, oh my gosh. I'm like, does that mean it's waterproof? Like, what does that mean exactly? I lost a bit of that inner corner shimmer, so I just want to add that back in. And I do have a damp brush here, so I just want to add that on top. I got kind of swept away. This is a beautiful little palette. I don't use this little CoverGirl palette enough. Just realizing. And of course I can't forget the lower lashes, so I'm going to add a few coats onto my lower lashes now. I'm going to go ahead and use the blush in this e.l.f. palette. This is the adorable Wet n Wild Unicorn brush. And I'm going to pop that on my cheekies. I am really digging this makeup. Definitely has a sheen in it, I'll say that. For highlighter, I'm going to take the Bronze Over the Rainbow highlighter from Wet n Wild. So I'm going to take some of that. I don't need much because there's already kind of a highlight in this blush, but I wanted a little bit more on my higher cheekbone points here. That's a pretty gold. My stomach is full on growling right now. I freaking need Burger King. I'm sorry, I've been trying to eat really healthy because of my meet and greet coming up. If you guys live in Dallas, Texas, I do have a meet and greet. I think it's September 23rd. I might have the date incorrect, so I'll link the details down below. I cannot wait to see you guys. Some of you guys have already told me that you're going to be there. I'm really excited. So I've just been trying to watch my weight a bit, just because, like, you know, I don't know, photos, I get nervous. But today, Mama needs Burger King. So as my setting spray, I'm actually going to take this rose water. This is the Teddy Organics rose water. Looks like this, and I purchased this on Amazon. And the reason why I bought it was because I read an article, I think on Twitter, about how, like, they cannot keep this in stock. And it's just really popular. People swear by it. So I was like, oh my gosh, I have to try that. And I've been loving it ever since. It smells so good. It smells like a bed of roses. I'm first going to take this lip liner by NYX Cosmetics. Listen, I'm going to butcher this, okay? It's number 852, and it's called Pumpkin Citrioli, I think. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly at all. I think that is a gorgeous lip liner. Oh, I love it. And then on top of that, I'm going to take this lipstick by e.l.f. Cosmetics called Orange Dream. And it really is like an orange dream. Like, ah, look at that. Oh my gosh, I'm obsessed with this lipstick. This is such a good orange lip. Oh, and that's it for this tutorial, you guys. I really hope you like this look. This actually is one of my favorite looks I've done in a long time, personally. I love these colors. It has me so excited for fall. As always, thank you guys so much for watching today. If you'd like to hang out with me more outside of YouTube, you can hang out with me on Snapchat, Twitter, Instagram, or Facebook. I have them all, so I'll link them down below. It's just ThatGirlShaeXo, just like my channel. I just posted the most adorable shoes that my friend actually creates on Instagram. I'd love for you guys to go see them. They're adorable. This isn't sponsored or anything. I'm just really proud of her, and I think you guys would also really love them. They're adorable. They're like these winding leg ones with tassels, and they're just gorgeous. But anyway, thank you guys for watching today. I love you, and I'll talk to you again soon. Bye!